Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Accidental Entrepreneur by Ruban. This week I'm going to talk about how you work on making big projects successful by doing some small things. I call it nuances. When you look at a big project, when people work on it and there are many people are looking at to make sure it is successful, they look at the big picture. They look at it, what are the requirements, when do you need to deliver, who do we have to deliver to, and all that. That is, everyone will have an eye on it. But the success of these complex and detailed projects come from focusing on some of the nuances. I have seen very successful people, very well-educated people who have gone and able build companies, but not able to build a successful company. They have built product, but it never came out for various reasons. As I look through my experience as well as other people's experience, what I have learned was there are small items. I call it nuances. Those make so much difference. What it mean by the nuances is there are subtle changes you make while you are executing or making some decision, or when you are going to talk to the customer, it makes the difference. The first one on that one, when you look at it, is making decisions. So people have, when as you execute the project, there are changes come and you learn new things, or the new requirements comes in, and you had to make those changes. How do you manage that one without impacting the project big time while accommodating that one? So the way I have done this one is simple Excel or a spreadsheet with pro and con list. Now I go through the process of identifying these key item which is making a schedule move around, and then you go through that one by listing what are the pros, what are the cons. And while you are looking at that one, you start analyzing, understanding what are the key inputs and what are the key outcomes you are looking for. And the second part of that, by putting that, creating this list, is you are always able to go back if you make a mistake or wrong decision and go and fix it right, as well as don't repeat the same mistake. That is the biggest problem. A lot of people, fixated on one way of solving it. They don't write it down, and they keep doing it the same way again and again and again. After 3 times, they will find out they were, in the same path again. So you need to make sure you, in making the decision through the, pro and con list. The second one is the schedule. When you're looking at the schedule, people want 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, or 18 months project, and they want people to go and execute to that. So that's the highest level. You look at the cost level, what are the deliverables and requirement. But the fine detail of it, within that 3 months, within that 3 weeks, what are the things you are supposed to deliver? So those are the important part of it, which gives you more detail. And so when you look at that, in a smaller, fine-tuned way, when there are issues or when there are, there are some new learning comes in, you can make adjustment early. If you wait for 3 months to go and look at the result and then say, oops, we made a mistake, think about it, you lost the 3 months. As a startup, most of the time you lost the financial support and sometimes the customer trust. So you need to make sure you are, while you're focusing on the course, the big picture schedule, you focus on the detail part of it. The third one is the customer engagement. So when you're working with a customer, they will ask for the, earth and moon. I mean, all the different features, all the different requirements. But by understanding where the customer is going to sell, how they are going to incorporate, how they are going to work with our product, you can go and convince them, this is the minimal features they need to engage with us, and over time we can incorporate other one. I have worked with one of the biggest storage company, and they had requirement list after list, big document. But we didn't, when we looked at it, everybody was like, my gosh, we will not be able to execute. What we did was we went, talked to them and cut down to most critical item and we agreed to work on the other item later and go to market. And we were very successful at that. So if you look at it, all of these has the same theme of understanding the detail, understanding the nuance of this project, and how do you go and execute to that. So make sure, the decisions are made crisply and detailedly, and schedule is planned well at the big and small way, as well as the customer input is well taken, as well as you convince them right thing to do. So that is what I say, working with nuances. Thank you. Bye.